Learn to make these 5 amazing baked recipes shown step by step so that even beginners can enjoy baking now. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and sit back and enjoy all my recipes. If you are beginners in baking, then do follow my recipes. I'm sure you will master your skills soon.
Chocolate chip cake. A most fluffy chocolate chip cake loaf. An easy recipe to follow for all beginners in baking. A perfect brown layer from outside, and a chocolate chip-filled vanilla sponge. On popular demand from my dear subscribers, I will be showing you how to bake without an oven. Exciting, stay tuned. Let's begin. To a large mixing bowl, add 1 cup of butter at room temperature. Tip: butter should always be at room temperature for baking. We'll be using a hand whisk for this recipe. Whisk the butter for 2 to 3 minutes. To this add 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. The mixing at this stage is very important. It takes time as both should be well combined. This is what I mean well combined. The sugar is completely incorporated into the butter. The butter becomes light as it's well beaten. Takes around 6 to 8 minutes of continuous whisking. This is exactly the consistency we need. This helps the cake become fluffy and moist, as the air incorporates while beating it. Add in the eggs one by one. Make sure the egg is at room temperature. Add 1 egg each time and whisk. Add in the second egg. Add in the third one. Remember, for baking, eggs and butter should be at room temperature. Whisk until everything is well combined, and you get the smooth mix. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Whisk until well combined. To a sieve, add in 1½ cup of all-purpose flour. Add in 1½ teaspoon of baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Sieve these dry ingredients into the cake batter. Important step, as no lumps remain. Use the cut and fold method to combine the two. Add 1/2 cup of lukewarm milk to the batter. Add it into batches. Please don't forget to subscribe and stay connected. Add the remaining milk. By adding milk, we get the perfect batter consistency. The perfect cake batter consistency we are looking for. Add in 1 cup of chocolate chips. Give this a gentle mix. Line a cake loaf tin with parchment paper. Add some chocolate chips on the top too. Bake until a toothpick comes out clean. Let the cake cool down completely before cutting. The chocolate chip cake is baked to perfection. Super moist and a soft cake. A perfect cake to be on your high tea menu. A super delicious cake baked at home. Check out my other cake recipes links in the description box below. If you want to learn more baking recipes, then subscribe now. The best ever oatmeal muffins. An incredibly delicious muffin recipe. Learn all tips for perfect baking results. Please subscribe to my channel today. To a large bowl, add in 1½ cup of oats. To this, add 1 cup of milk at room temperature. Give it a mix. Allow the oats to soak in the milk for 8 to 10 minutes. To another bowl, add 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Give all the dry ingredients a good mix. The cinnamon powder gives these muffins a really good flavor. To the soaked oats, add 1/2 a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1/3 cup of cooking oil, add in 2 eggs at room temperature. Give it all a good mix. Mix until well combined. Add in the dry ingredients. Combine the two. Remember, no over-mixing required at this stage. Just mix until the flour is incorporated in the wet ingredients. To a lined cupcake tray, add the batter in equal amounts. These muffins are amazing and a perfect one to start your day with. Stay connected for more amazing recipes. Top them with some oats. If you wish, you can add chopped almonds too. Add some dark chocolate chips. They are now ready for baking. Until a toothpick comes out clean. The delicious oatmeal muffins are just baked to perfection. A must-try recipe for all oat lovers. Soft and perfect textured muffins. Thanks for watching. Stay connected. Watch my other baking recipes link in the description box below. Please subscribe now. Galaxy Chocolate Loaf Cake. Learn how to make a soft, spongy cake. A simple yet very tasty cake. Please check out my other loaf cake recipes in the description box below. So soft and so spongy. Let's see how to make this easy recipe. We'll be using these flavors of the Galaxy chocolate. To a large mixing bowl, add 3/4 cup of butter at room temperature. Give this a quick whisk. To this, add 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. Combine the two well. Keep whisking it until it turns slightly creamy and pale in color. This might take a few minutes of whisking the two. Add in the eggs. Add in 3 eggs, all at room temperature. Add 1 egg at a time. Whisk until you obtain a smooth, creamy cake batter. To this, add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Give it a good mix. Sieve 1½ cup of all-purpose flour. To this, add 1½ teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Sieve all the dry ingredients. Using the cut and fold method, combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. At this stage, do not overmix the batter. Add in 1/2 cup of lukewarm milk in batches. and continue to mix the batter. Keep mixing until everything is well combined. Now use the chocolate flavors of your choice. I am using the Galaxy coconut and strawberry flavor. These flavors are amazing. Coat these with all-purpose flour. Add in all the chocolate pieces into the cake batter. Or until a toothpick comes out clean. A perfectly baked loaf cake. Bake your own cakes with the flavors of your choice by following this simple and easy recipe. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Check out the description box below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe today. Nutella Cupcakes. A vanilla cupcake with a Nutella-filled center. Watch the complete video to learn to bake the perfect cupcakes. Please subscribe and stay connected. A delectable delight. This recipe will make you want to bake these today. Spongy vanilla cupcake. Let us see how to make these delights. Add measured teaspoons of Nutella on a lined tray. This recipe makes 12 cupcakes. Refrigerate for an hour or until completely frozen. Let's mix the dry ingredients in a large bowl. To a sieve, add 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, add in 2/3 cup or 150 grams of granulated sugar. Give it a good mix. Let's mix all the wet ingredients. To 1 cup of milk, add 1/2 a tablespoon of vinegar. Add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Add 1/2 a cup of melted butter. Add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Give it a quick mix. Add in 2 eggs one at a time. Make sure the eggs are at room temperature. Whisk everything together. Add in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Give it all a good mix, ensuring the batter is well combined without any lumps. Gentle mixing at this stage. To the lined cupcake tray. Add in the cake batter up to half the cupcake liner. Add in the frozen Nutella dollops. Add in the remaining cake batter on the Nutella. Let's bake these cupcakes. The cupcakes are baked to perfection. These cupcakes were scrumptious. A must-try recipe if you are a Nutella lover like me. Please watch my other videos too. I have so many unique recipes on my channel. Subscribe today to be connected with my channel.
Reese's peanut butter loaf cake. An amazing recipe. A must-try loaf cake. If you all love to bake, then this one is for you. Do watch my complete video as I have shown you how to bake this amazing loaf cake from start to finish. If you are beginners in baking, then I'm sure you'll love this video as I've shown everything step by step. This was the first time I used the peanut butter flavor for my loaf cake, and believe me, it turned out so good. Dear mommies, please do follow this recipe. By just making 1 or 2 loaf cakes, you will definitely master your baking skills, and oh my god, your children are going to love this cake. Let me show you what the cake looked like after baking. As you see, it's so soft and spongy too. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and stay connected with me for more amazing recipes. So let's begin. To a large mixing bowl, add in 3/4 cup of salted butter. Remember, the butter has to be at room temperature. To this, add in 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. I am using a hand mixer for this recipe. You can even use the hand whisk too. Add in each egg one at a time. Tip: the eggs have to be at room temperature. I'm using 3 eggs for this recipe. You need to beat it until it turns fluffy and slightly changes color too. This is a very important step for baking any cake. Then to this, I'm going to add in the peanut butter. I'm using 4 teaspoons of peanut butter. Beat this again until the peanut butter is completely well combined in the cake batter. Then to this add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Vanilla essence helps to remove the egg smell from your cake. Let's add in our dry ingredients. I'm using 1½ cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Sieve the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Remember, this is another important step while you're baking any cake, as it helps get rid of any lumps in your flour and also helps in combining all the dry ingredients really well. Now, using your spatula, use the cut and fold technique to combine the two. You do not need to use the hand mixer at this stage. I'm using 1/2 cup of lukewarm milk. Add it in 2 batches and gently continue to mix the batter. At this stage, all you need to use is the cut and fold technique to mix the cake batter. Do not overmix at this stage. Add the remaining milk and continue the cut and fold technique to mix the batter. This is the perfect consistency of the cake batter that we require. I'll be adding around 3/4 cup of the Reese's peanut butter chips to my cake batter. These taste so good. A final mix to combine the peanut butter chips in the cake batter. I'm using a 9-inch baking tin lined with a parchment paper. Top it with some more peanut butter chips, as it looks really good once it's baked. Preheat the oven at 150 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes and bake the cake at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. This was the final look of the cake loaf after it was baked. It tasted as good as it looked. You must try this recipe. Check out the description box below for my other loaf cake recipes. Please do comment, as I love to read your comments. And if you're visiting my channel for the first time, then please do click on the subscribe button and stay connected with me as I come to you with more amazing recipes. especially those interested in baking. Please do stay connected with me.